22 years for the MTA.
22 years for the MTA, just about evenly spread on bus and train.
If the sky that we look above
it's the first system, but we are what makes New York run. I mean, we run 26 miles from the top of Manhattan. We have the largest system.
Yeah.
No one has a larger system than New York.
Really?
No one has more cars as far as train cars. If I could write a book, it would be called The Underground Life in New York. But nothing happens above ground on the trains. New York City is the most interesting system. We carry the most interesting people. When you got to get from uptown to downtown, whether it's the most high-paid executive or the lowest paid whatever, we both have to do the same thing. We have to get uptown to downtown, and the subway's the quickest.
I don't go out in the street, no. I'm in the subways because that's where you meet the most people.
Yeah.
In the subways, going through and forth. Almost all the time, people tell me about jobs and it comes out to be nothing.
Yeah.
But still, they have a good heart. At least they're trying.
For peace. We sing in the subways for peace. You know, we don't do this for just money. We do it for to make the people feel good, make them have a history, and we do it for God's sake. God sent us here for a reason, to keep the peace in the subways because there's so much violence.
And where do you usually get the most donations?
The train is the fastest.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, the quickest is the Lexington Avenue line. If you need to go from, you know,
The
uptown
456?
The 456 is the quickest.
I really have to adjust song length. I have to like pick certain songs to like hit the widest audience, like something really fast. If somebody likes it, they decide like within a second whether they're gonna give some or not.
Yeah.
I need some time to crack through that shell of prejudice.
Yeah.
Basically is what it is. So the longer I have to demonstrate my value, as it were, the more people will engage and then open their pockets.
And we always ride with people we don't want to ride with.
This is my last show of the night. I want you all to get my money ready. Don't laugh, that ain't a fucking joke, I'm serious.
But there used to be my common people, my common beg. They were cool. They didn't bother anybody. They just came around, the little beggars, and you know.
There's a certain standard that has to be maintained because otherwise it just turns into panhandlers. That's why when we're in the subway, you were like, yeah, helping each other out. It's like, I don't associate with that guy.
Yeah.
That guy is begging.
Yeah.
A train car always consists of this element. The bum. The student who didn't go to school, who's just riding the train for the fun. The girl who's lonely. The person who's wealthy.
What happens is you get like this, when I first step on the train, sometimes I'll get this reaction, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh fuck, another, you know, shitty subway mission, you know? I'm only looking for it if you want to do it. If you feel like it was worth it to throw a buck in and do it. And when I'm staying on the platform, I don't ever ask for anything. I just put the case out.
Yeah.
If you're inspired to throw something in, throw it in. It's like, the panhandlers, I don't want to be lumped in with them at all.
There are mole people, they're living down there, they make fires, there's fires in a tunnel, and we don't know what it is. There's people that get down there to pray. And I don't mean P-R-A-Y, I mean P-R-E-Y. The first car acts are usually non-violent because they know I'm there. Violent acts are the last two cars of a train because it's far from me and it's far from the conductor. I mean, if you're going to kill somebody, you want to kill them in front of me? No. And another escape route that you used to have is used to go between cars and hop onto the station you're going if I don't open the doors. I can't even count the number of rapes of women.
Yeah.
Now we have cameras. We have cameras on trains. No one knows about it.
Yeah.
Now it's more out there because of the internet. So all the things that happened in the subway didn't get out.
Yeah,
Now they're getting out, but they're the same things that happened back then.
we just know about it now.
You just know about it now.
There's a camera right there. That's alright. Oops. My bad.
In the train, I was spray painted. I got covered myself several times.
I didn't realize like they were covered. Covered.
Windows,
The whole car.
Right, and you just couldn't catch them.
And then
You have nice handwriting.
thank you. I used to be a graffiti writer.
Get out of here.
Yeah, when I was a kid, yeah. And that totally does that to your handwriting.
But have you ever gotten arrested?
Have I ever gotten arrested?
Well,
period?
well, okay. Pertaining to what you do in the subway.
Never.
Really?
Never.
And you said before that the MTA and the police will tell you two different things, though.
Absolutely, absolutely. The cops will tell you need a fucking permit. The cops will tell you it's illegal.
Their philosophy always seems to be, you know, the people are wrong and we're right. My philosophy is always, let's see who's wrong and who's right. We are the ones that circulate the blood, I guess, the blood of the system. We keep the system alive. We paralyzed the city when we went on strike.
Yeah.
A line is, if the subway goes down, so does New York.
Where do you find most of these again?
Historical records, commons areas.
So I guess the copyright on those photos expired or something?
Yeah, there's no ownership.
It's public transportation. It's for all, and all do use it in New York.
Gotta wait for the train to go by. There we go.
Is that the best time to do it?
I think it's when there's movement, people just subconsciously gravitate towards the larger movement and the smaller movement.
A lot of them, I must say, they did some great jobs. They really did some great painting of the trains. It's illegal. I don't like it, but some of it, were artists, and they didn't know it. They never put their talents to the proper use.
They were just kids.
They were just kids mostly from the ghettos, and they were spray painting, and many of them would do good right here at Purchase.
Yeah.
These kids who were spray painting the trains were in the tunnels. I mean, they knew how to, get around the third rail. Being on the train to me was being behind a game console, and it continued to be something that was interesting. I created challenges. You're operating a large machine. You have no idea. You don't need to have an idea of what's behind you. It's what's in front of you.
No, I feel fortunate though, because if I didn't have this, I don't know where I'd be. I'd be working a shit job, but I'm no good with working for other people like that.
Yeah.
This is where my life is. I'm part of this in New York.
There have been moments where people have given me compliments and that have just really made up for a lot of negative bullshit.
It's like Lady Gaga's song, I was born this way. Well, I was born this way. I was born to be in transportation.